Okay, so Doppelbock brew day. We're going to try and do a Doppelbock, but we're not going to do it. We're going to steep some grains, add some LME, DME, and we may even end up using a completely different yeast than I first was thought of, but it's a Kolsch yeast, I think, and so it's not a true sense of the word Doppelbock, but it's so freaking hot here. This is my first opportunity to brew this. This is fairly an easy brew. Gonna measure some hops out, and we're using Hallertau Mittelfrüh. So I'm going to use 30 grams at 60 minutes, and I think I'm using about 15 grams at 30 minutes, and that's basically it. Hops, they smell really, they're Hallertau Mittelfrüh, it's leaf, smells really good. I've got some Cara Pils, I've got some Cara Hell, I've got some Cara Gold, and some Cara Munich. These are the steeping grains. I'm just going to get them ready and then I'll come back. So I've got my steeping grain. Now this is seriously a lot of steeping grains for this beer. And mainly because it's a big beer, it's a Doppelbock. So I'm doing double steeping grains in. This is steeping for an hour, it's at 60, and I may ramp that to 65, but it's got an hour and it's going on now on the timer. Outside. So this is now, I've got 7 litres of water in here, and I'm just going to bring that up to heat. So I am 20 minutes into the steep now. You can see the colour coming on this. The smell is absolutely as malty as you could ever imagine something to be. Sweet malty smell coming off these grains. So Cara Munich, Cara Gold, Cara Hell, Cara Pils. There's 5 litres of water. Now the water I've used, because I've had so many issues, I just want to show you this. So this water I had managed to get free from my work, which was nice. I've checked the analysis on it. It's calcium is 45, magnesium 14, sodium 35, sulfate 32, chloride 36, but I'm not sniffing anything off that, not like it's coming out of my tap. And the pH was 7. Hops, Hallertau Mittelfrüh, and then Hallertau Mittelfrüh. What I'm adding is this spray dried malt extract, which is a medium, that's going in, and this premium grade liquid malt extract light, that's 1.5, 1.5 kilos and 1 kilo. That will bring the ABV into play, I think, overall, and we'll see where we sit, but I'm aiming for 7. A 7% beer. Things to recommend. That's wonky, isn't it? Never mind. Things to recommend. Good sieve. Good sieve. I think is a useful piece of kit to have. Decent pot. I would recommend you get some muslin bags. Recipe wise, what I've found is you go online, you can find recipes all over the place, and then you suit. You just adjust them to suit. Most recipes will be for 5 gallons, 20, 19 litres, and then adjust them to the size, make the calculations, which is what I've done really. Here, these pages are all recipes I've found online, but I've adjusted to suit my smaller batch needs. Doppelbock is a German beer, so I have gone with the German hop in the Hallertau Mittelfrüh. This is not about the hop as much as this is about the malt in this beer. The profile for this beer is very malty, sweet, with a good mouthfeel is what we're looking at. It's a dark beer, it doesn't have to be black, and I'm not going for black, I'm going for a dark coppery amber, I suppose. What we're going to do now is just give this a stir. Colour is looking really good. Let's just try and lift this and just to show you what we're looking at. We've got about 20 minutes left now. I'm going to be transferring these bags into the sieve and then we'll sparge. So what I've done is I've now transferred everything into the bucket. It's now draining, and I'm going to sparge a couple of litres of water through the... Okay, so what I'm going to try and show you is my wort. So there's my wort. And I'm now going to cook this for an hour, basically, to hour and a half. Smells pretty amazing at the moment. We've got about 15 litres and we're going to boil this down to probably 10 to 12. Let's get that in. Alright, now we'll bring that to the boil. Okay, so we're looking at a very malty beer straight off. There's nothing. This is just going to get very close now, I think. We're going to get a really aggressive boil off this as well. We're not a million miles away from a boil here. Oh yeah, wouldn't be the same without a bit of a home brew. This is my golden mild. Oh, very nice. Right, let's go get the hops. Okay. Yeah. So 30 grams have gone in of the Hallertau Mittelfrüh. That's leaf, so that will expand. I'm thinking that'll hold. Okay. They're in, and then we'll do some more at the end, towards the end of this boil. Already it's changed the whole aroma of the beer. The boil is on. First hop addition has gone in. I took my pre-boil check, and with with my heat temperature control calculator on, we're sitting so far with probably around a 9% beer, but when we cool process we're going to be adding some water to this because it's going to help cool it. I've got to get some water in the fridge as well because it's a very aggressive boil we're doing, and so I expect when we reduce this, we are looking probably, my calculation says it's 9%, but when we re-add the water to counterbalance, we're looking at a 7. It's very dark, but not black. So now it's just wait for 40 minutes and we'll add our second hop addition. It's all gone flying down the street again here. One of the other things I'm doing is I'm using I think Kolsch yeast, liquid Kolsch yeast, because it's so hot and I've got a fridge but my temperature control isn't great, so I'm gonna try and do this with an hour yeast. But it's a Kolsch, so it's not really going to be a lot different, so it's lagering at warmer temperatures. Right, so what we'll do is we'll come back when the next hop addition goes in. Okay, a bit of a disaster as always. The casting stopped working. Now I worked out that the extension cable had blown, so I had to quickly swap out the extension cables, and anyway, we've got the boil back on, so, and we're getting ready for our hop addition. Hop addition. Actually, that's the final hop addition. And that's a vigorous boil. Well, the colour's not bad. Okay, so we're kind of ready to get this going. I'm just going to aerate the wort before I add this yeast. It's a Kolsch yeast liquid. I've never used it before, but we're going to give it a go. Tastes nice. My wife thinks it tastes like sweet black tea. Not sure that's a good thing or not. So we're done. I've added it. It's aerated. Let's just get this out of the way, and jobs are good, and really come back when it starts doing something. I'll take that.